Okay. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Um, Hello everybody, and welcome to DeAndre Dobbs, the show DDTS live edition. Welcome to DDTS, another wonderful episode. I hope y'all are doing wonderful. Thank y'all for joining me. This is another live edition, y'all, live edition. And excuse the background noise. We're gonna still get this live done. Got my coffee. I will be on here for about I'll be on here for about an hour until I'm able to get all this hot gossip and hot tea out and about. So yes indeed, y'all welcome to the live. But if you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell so you will get notified when I have new videos uploaded and videos out on my page. Today, we're going to be having a wonderful live episode of DDTS. I got so much tea. I got so much I got so much tea, I got so much ledge tea, I got so much news, gossip, whatever you want to call it. I have it, y'all. I have it. And I got something that's gonna help me out a little bit, and that is my laptop. I got my laptop. I'm gonna be sure. See, I can use my laptop to back me up, and I have peoples behind me that can bag me up, whatever I talk about. And if you haven't watched my video that I posted yesterday before I left and went to where I went to, um, that basically will explain everything that I will be talking about today. Somebody, oh, hey from the silk. Hey from the silk, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Thank you so much for joining me. I just started. I know I'm late. I'm late. I'm like 10, 15 minutes late, but I'm here. I'm gonna be doing this for about an hour or till I'm able to get all these hot gossip and hot teas out and gossip and everything and news. And I want to thank you from the silk for helping me and everything and just, updating me on everything, even though I've been behind. I really appreciate it. So today, you know, I we're gonna be talking about updates. We're gonna be talking about Lil Nas X update. We're gonna be talking about Snoop Dogg and his criticism on the LGBTQ community when he took his grandchild to the movies, and he said he's scared to go to the movies, and basically he says he has so many questions. I think we're going to talk about that first, but we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Cardi B's trial. We are going to talk about, while we are on that topic with Snoop Dogg, Tasha K has inserted herself in the mix now. Tasha K has inserted herself in the mix, and she made a post regarding about the Snoop Dogg criticism and everything. And basically, I'm gonna get into that. Basically, she's calling T.S. Madison something that's very inappropriate, something that shouldn't have went that far. I'm gonna get into that. We're gonna talk about those. We're gonna talk about Gloria Gaynor, the woman that sings "I Will Survive," which was the gay national anthem back in the late 70s, early 80s. Can y'all hear me? We're gonna talk about that. But first, if you're new here, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell. And we're gonna go ahead and get into this. And I cannot forget, we're gonna talk about Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton because the two girls, forgive me, y'all. The girls is fighting, y'all. The girls is fighting, y'all. The girls is fighting in the gloves and nails, earrings, everything is coming off when it comes to them. And I will say this, it's so damn messy because I've been wanting to put this out for so long about Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton. Ever since I watched the video, I just been wanting to say this. But we're going to start with Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton first, okay? Let's go ahead and get into that. So, are y'all ready to get this episode done? Y'all ready for the hot tea and hot gossip? Okay. First and foremost, thank you to each and everybody that has coming in here today, that has been supporting me since day one. Thank each and every one of y'all for who has encouraged me and gave me so much love, so much support, so much strength, so much full of blessings. Thank the good Lord and everything. Yes. So let's get into this hot tea and hot gossip because I feel so confident now. Yes, from the sip. Let's go on and get into it. Okay. Let's go on ahead and get into it. Everybody, let's go on and get into it. Okay. So we finna go on ahead and talk about Tamar Braxton and Funky Dineva. Okay, what percentage is my battery on? 47%. So that should be enough. I got the charger back there behind me. Now we finna talk about Funky Dineva and Tamar Braxton. All right. Let me see him. Now this is what I'm talking about. Just don't wanna okay, cause all right. All right. All right, here we go. Now what topic was I on? Okay, here you go, right here. It says right here, I'm basically finna get into it with y'all. So Funky Dineva, a video that was shared to me on TikTok, it basically had Funky Dineva basically explaining some things that him and Tamar Braxton had got into it about. So, as many of you may know, Tamar Braxton was injured. You know, she says allegedly that she almost died 2 days ago. If I can say that on here, that she almost died 2 days ago following an accident. Like, had the fans and had people's concerned because she was laying in a pool of blood. I don't know, was it her tooth or anything like that, but it was something. It was wild. I have not saw pictures, but that ain't the first time I heard it. So we finna go on ahead and get into it. Now, Funky Dineva, he made the he made the opinion first. He made the objective first with his response. You know, he basically was telling Tamar, he was like, let me sit up. I'm finna tell it. I'm finna tell it. This and that and the third. Um, and I think uh Bossip Bossip, this is the website I'm on. So it might include what Funky Dineva said, like quote unquote, because I don't want to get anything wrong. Because the title says, Tamar Braxton responds to Funky Dineva's scatology shady read after her heartbreak retrograde sparks publicity stunt rumors. I did not fake my accident. I can elaborate with y'all on this, okay? Funky Dineva basically said that, Tamar Braxton basically messaged him saying that please don't mess up my project. I spent so much money on this project, this and that and the third. But I'm finna get into that. Funky Dineva said allegedly, don't mess up your project. You spent some money on your project. Don't ruin your career. This is my life. This was Funky Dineva response to Tamar Braxton after the read of the video that I'm telling y'all about. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to read this article. I'm about to read what I got right here. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me for those who's in here? All right, let's see. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. So this was published on August the 27th, 2025. Okay, so after getting, y'all ready? So, okay, just making sure. Just making sure. It says after her friend, popular blogger Funky Dineva publicly accused her of roping him into a publicity stunt, Tamar Braxton is responding and asking for peace. Okay, she's asking for peace. Okay. This was published on August the 27th, 2025, and it was written by Shannon Dawson. After getting strategically shady read from her deeply hurt friend amid publicity stunt rumors, Tamar Braxton is speaking out. It's terrible what I didn't say turned into all this. Wrote the song Tris. I did not fake my accident. I wish it was a lie. Okay, so that's just the beginning. I feel like y'all know what I'm gonna say. Y'all know what I'm gonna say. Y'all know how I am, and this honestly is the truth. It says controversy kicked off Tuesday when Tamar teased her new Heartbreak Retrograde EP starring a very married Mercedes Harris just a week after claiming she almost died and was found in a pool of blood, but offered no full explanation. Now, let me just pause right there. If that type of incident happened, you know how the public is and you know how the media is. Say for instance, if you're not in the public eye, like if something really did happen, if you know, people's is gonna be concerned if something like that happened. Not saying that she kept it a secret or anything like that. Not trying to say she put it as a secret, like she probably didn't want nobody to find out that you know she had this accident. But other people's and everybody know, like if you are really going, like if that really happened to you, you know people's gonna be concerned. If people's in general see something like that, you know you're gonna have people's that is nosy. You're gonna have people's that's gonna want to know what happened, the full story. And so you're gonna have people's that get that full story. But when they get that story, the people that know the story, they're gonna tell the story to somebody else. But when they tell that story to somebody else, their story is not gonna be the same how it really supposed to be the first time. Then it goes somebody else, then the story gonna change again. You know what I'm saying? Tamar Braxton to me, no tea, no shade. She a good artist and all, and I don't think she acting in too much or nothing, but no tea, no shade. But she a good artist, she a good singer. She comes from the Braxton family. But to me, Tamar, she kind of she's a sport brat. She's a sport brat, and she has no respect for pretty much anybody. Like she thinks she can talk to anybody in a type of way. She thinks she can yell at anybody. She thinks she should have it her way. Her mama, Miss Braxton, um, had to get her right when they was on Iona Fix My Life. The whole all the Braxton sisters, Miss E Braxton. That's their mama. When they was on Iona Fix My Life, Tamar Braxton was being so disrespectful to Iona. And they mama, Miss E. Braxton, she got tired of hearing it. She was like, now wait a minute, you better calm down because I didn't raise you that way. Now we're trying to get to the solution. And this and that and the third. She was like, you say one more word and I got you. Now, everybody know when Miss E. Braxton, when she said, now wait a minute, oh. all her kids put the shit to the up because they know not to say nothing. And Tracy, she was gonna say something. She was like, "Oh no, mama, I'm sorry." I'm like, I laughed. I watched that clip so many times. But to me, before I finish reading the rest of this article, to me, don't get me wrong, Tamar is, she's not a bad singer, this and then the third. Like, she's human. She's human. She's human. But to me, she gives off messy, don't know, or don't want to take accountability, this and that and the third. Thinks she can talk to anybody in a type of way. Think that she can, you know, dish stuff and expect not to have the backlash that comes with it. Like she tries to make every type of excuse to why, this and that and the third. And that ain't cool. I'm not saying that's exactly what she did, but to me, I don't know. Tamar just gives off to me as messy, 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 messy. Like she can dish stuff, but when the heat comes back on her, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. But I could be wrong though. Could be wrong, but that's just my opinion. Half of y'all might not agree with me. Some of y'all might, but that's okay. It's my opinion. But I'm gonna finish reading this clip. I'm gonna finish reading this clip. Um, in the clip, the 48-year-old R&B diva is seen cuddling with Yandy Smith's hubby. In one scene, the 46-year-old picked up Tamar before jumping to another clip where a New York native could have seen planting a kiss on the singer's cheek. Tamar's mama, Miss E, ex-husband, Vincent Herbert, and radio host Laura's one starred in a short promo giving Tamar advice to whether she should take a bet on love with Mercedes and serious doubts. While Tamar clearly stated that Mercedes was not a friend in the caption, the internet exploded with speculation, wondering in the clip was a sign of steamy new romance between the celebs. Okay, although I don't know too much about that situation, I'm really gonna say this. It's a lot of celebrities out here that be lying, that be teasing, two friends, you know, whatever, depending on the sexual orientation, this and that and the third. Like the thing is, in the celebrity world and in the real world, like we all in the real world, but like I said, the difference between celebrities and us, the celebrities, they human. They just got more money than us, but we are all normal. But the thing is, what I'm saying, when peoples are getting close, peoples will say, "Oh no, that's my friend." A lot of people get speculation just because they see two people sitting down having a drink, see two people's having coffee, having lunch and dinner, close, close, close. It's like y'all see that, we see these things, and you have some people that's like, is that together? Is that together? Is they going together? Is they going together? Oh, they together, they together. No, it don't necessarily have to be like that. It doesn't matter who it is. Can two people just sit down and have a decent conversation over lunch, over coffee, over wine, a margarita, or something like that? You know what I'm saying? But in the celebrity world, I feel like the reason a lot of celebrities' relationships does not work. Some has worked it, some has not. I'm gonna tell you this. The reason some of these relationships have not worked in the celebrity world and in the real world, relationships don't work. So that's pretty much similar to all. The reason relationships don't work in the celebrity world is because of the paparazzi. I understand these celebrities is famous. I understand they're gonna have cameras on them, this and that, and the third. But the main reason why these relationships don't work in the celebrity world, because you have peoples in the celebrity world that be telling all that don't needs to be told. Some peoples that are celebrities, some of them keep their relationships a secret. Like the thing is, some of these celebrities be getting too carried away when they begin too cozy with their significant others and close friends. That's why a lot don't a lot of these relationships don't work. Like if they have not confirmed it in these interviews, if they keep denying it in these interviews, then they might not be together. But if they confirm it, I feel like this. If you are a famous celebrity and if you are in a interview, I really feel if you confirm it and if that is asked to you, and if they want you to know, they will tell you. But it's the main reason a lot of celebrity relationships don't work is because they tell too much. They let it too much be known, and they be giving themselves away. You know what I'm saying? They be giving themselves away, and even the bloggers see something like that, they gonna write it down and put out allegedly this and this and this is together, but really it's not true. I'm a vlogger, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a content creator. This is what I do, but I will say this. I say allegedly, and I always put up another video if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I love doing what I do because it's very important to me. And I want to make sure I give y'all all the hot gossip, all the hot tea, all the information, what's trending, this and then the third. The thing is, I don't know if Tamar and this other woman's husband is together or not. I really don't know that. But Tamar dating history, from what I know, she was with Vincent, her ex-husband Vincent, which she has a son by. And then she was with that white dude. I don't forgot his name. They was engaged to be married, but I don't know what happened between those two. I think I did a video on that. I'm gonna have to look into that to see what happened on that. I would have to look into that to see what happened on that relationship. But as I'm making sense, is I'm getting off a topic, is I'm making sense, is I'm talking too much, or do I need to get back on subject? Is this too much elaboration? Because once I get into it, I'm into it, and I'm very passionate about it, and I love it. I love it. I love it. But that's just how I see it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it. I'm doing good. Okay. Thank you so much from the sip. Thank you. But yeah, that's just how I see it. Now I don't know what happened between Tamar Braxton and her ex-boyfriend. I don't know what. I know her and Vincent ain't together, which they have a son by. I don't know about that, but yeah, I really don't know about that. But I'm just gonna say this. I don't know all about that, the Tamar and that husband and this and that and the third, or whether they going together, this and that and the third. I really don't know that. I'm focused on Funky Dineva and Tamar. That's what I'm saying. And let me look up and see what Funky Dineva said, because I think y'all been waiting on that long enough. I think I've been stalling. So what I'm gonna do, I'm basically going to what did I do? I cut it off. Okay, here you go. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna see what Funky Dineva said. Okay. Okay, let me see. Um, there was like, hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I'm doing my best. Okay, funky. All right. And Funky Dineva, he's a content creator just like I am, but he's a little messier than I am. Respectfully, respectfully. Allegedly, but you know. I wanna watch the video, but if I put a clip of this video up, will that be considered? I can't put it up, but I think that'll be copyright, so I don't want to do all that. I just want to give y'all the right receipts. I'm trying to find. I might not find the clip, but I can see if I can find their response. But I got that disclaimer though, but that still ain't gonna stick. Funky Dineva. I'm gonna type in reads Tamar. Okay. I think I got it now. I think I'm getting this from the shade room, baby. Getting this from the shade room. All right, so let me see what we got here. Um, no. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry, y'all. What did Funky Dineva say about Tamar Braxton? As mentioned, Funky Dineva popped off Wednesday via Instagram. First in they feed post, then on live stream, and they post explained that he got ate up alive on his birthday weekend after Tamar told fans via Instagram that she suffered a fractured nose. So that's what the pool of blood was. Fractured nose and is missing teeth due to an incident that she can't recall. Aside the graphic details online in a pool of blood. We still ain't getting nowhere. That's the thing. She could have gotten that nose broken and could have been in that pool of blood through anything. Anything could have been the cause of that. You know what I'm saying? Anything could have been the cause of that. She could have got knocked the F out of her. She could have got knocked the F out. And it could have fractured her nose. And that's why it says she didn't explain the incident. And she can't recall the incident. We don't know. She could have fell and broke her nose. She could have got slapped and got her nose broken, allegedly. We don't know. You get what I'm saying? Is that making sense? Because, like what I just said in the paragraph in the article, she couldn't recall the incident. Funky Dineva allegedly said, what the article said, he got ate up alive on his birthday weekend. That about her incident. So basically it is saying that Tamar basically is trying to blame allegedly Funky Dineva because of what happened to her, to her nose, to her teeth, basically the party. this and that and the third. Is I'm correct? Is I'm comprehending it in a way that everybody can understand? I might not be like these other content creators, but I'm only me at the end of the day, and this is what I do. I love doing what I do. I know I'm not monetized yet, but I'm hoping to be that. I'm hoping to, grow, continue to grow, and continue to do what I love to do because I want to take you all with me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we don't know how Tamar got that broken nose. We don't know because she claimed in this article she couldn't recall the incident. We don't know that. Anything could have happened. The reason she could have had missing teeth and she could have had a fractured nose. We don't know that, but I'm about to finish reading it to y'all, and then we're gonna elaborate on a little bit more. Then we're gonna go over to these next topics because I think I'm spending a lot of time on one topic, but I want to make sure I get y'all all this tea. So here we go. I'm finna start back, y'all. So um Braxton didn't share much else. Her post sparked major concern from fans, especially given that she had written out the post rather than appearing on camera. Funky became a topic as the blog surfaced videos of him and Tamar kicking it before her injury announcement. On Tuesday, days after sparking concern and prayers for her health, Braxton teased a new EP called Heartbreak Retrograde. The promo clip features several folks, including Mercedes and Funky Dineva, while the fans ate up the teaser clip. Dineva was quickly to shoot it down his feed post. He warned that he was going to read Tamar down the ground and alleged that there was nothing wrong with Tamar's ass. So basically, after what we just read, it seems like to me, let me put my thing back up. I'm putting my banner back up. It seems like to me, Funky Dineva is allegedly saying that with nothing wrong with Tamar. Tamar faked this whole thing, or better yet, she planned this just to get attention. And Funky Dineva said in the video that I watched in a message that Tamar allegedly sent to him, please don't mess up my project. I paid a lot of money for it. It's all good. It's all love. Much love. I still love you. This and then the third. Please don't mess up my project. I paid a lot of money for it. Don't mess up your project. You worried about your project and your career. This is my life. This was what allegedly Funky Dineva said. Your career, your project, this is my life. That is what Funky Dineva responded to Tamar when he read her down back and forth, up and down, side to side. But I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What do y'all think about this situation? I'm gonna say it again. Tamar has done some very, 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 very messy and questionable things. But is I'm right? Is I'm wrong? Do y'all think I'm spending too much time on this topic? Because I'm enjoying giving y'all all the information. But I'm gonna say a couple of more things on this topic, and then we're gonna go over to the next topic. But to me, allegedly, and this is my honest opinion, this is for entertainment purposes only, and it is not meant to hurt anyone in any form or fashion. Tamar Braxton is a spoiled brat. Even though Funky Dineva, he might rub me the wrong way sometimes. with his messiness and his, you know, his things, his facts, his opinion. He's human being. But I will say this: if someone is lying on my name, I'm gonna do everything that I can to be sure that I clear my name and I know I didn't do anything wrong. If something is being said about me or being put out about me, I feel like this Funky Dineva, he's trying to clear his name. He's trying to clear his name. He's trying to clear his name. He's trying to figure out why would Tamar Braxton do what she did. That's if this is true. So did Tamar Braxton fake her injury? Do you think she had this plan? And do you think it was selfish of Tamar Braxton to text Funky Dineva? I don't know how their relationship was before then. I didn't even know that they were that close. But what I will say is and I will say is this: two messy peoples and two messy queens, that is a road for disaster and a road for messiness and trouble and everything else. No tea, no shade, no disrespect. But do you guys think that Tamar Braxton was being a little too selfish while texting Funky Dineva that? Do you feel like she was just thinking about herself? Do you think she feels bad about how she is putting Funky Dineva's name in the mud? Dragging his name in the mud, him being confused of a stunt that he said allegedly that he did not do. Do you think it's very selfish of her to say, please don't mess up my career and my project? I paid a lot of money for this. So basically, that's basically saying, sweetheart, honey, you basically caring about your damn money other than your best friends in their freedom in life. I get it, you're human, and I get it that you're a celebrity. I get that happened to you, honey, but that does not give you the right. That's if this is true to lie on this person or to do this and then the third or whatever happened. Is I'm making sense, y'all? Is I'm making sense? You know what I'm saying? I could never. I could never. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just call it like I see it. But let me know in the comments what you all think of the Tamar Braxton and Funky Dineva situation. If there's an update, I even do a video explaining it to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I would do that if that's okay with y'all. So before we get on this next topic, how did I do on this topic? Let me know. Because I'm finna go ahead and get on this next topic. We're gonna talk about Cardi B, then Snoop Dogg, um, Gloria Gaynor, that she's MAGA, allegedly. So yeah. And Snoop Dogg. We're gonna go ahead and get Snoop Dogg out the way. We're gonna get Snoop out the way. All right. All right, let's go ahead and get into this next topic. Oh, and I got the link up if anybody wants to come on as a guest. I know not too many people's like to come on as guests up here, and that's totally fine. But I just want y'all to know I think I got the right link up here. If you want to come up, you can. If not, that's totally fine. This might be like an hour and some or 2 hour live. I didn't realize this, but I have something to do. But hey, we're gonna get this done. Y'all see, I'm very dedicated to this. So we're gonna talk about uh Snoop Dogg. What's been allegedly said. Snoop Dogg says he's scared to see children's movie due to LGBTQ reputation. I talked about this yesterday in my video that I posted yesterday. I didn't go live yesterday, but I posted a video some of the things that I was going to talk about today in my live. This is one of them. This is one of them right here. This one of them right here. Um, as he asks, we we have to show that at this age. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I said some in my video yesterday. I said some exactly like this, but I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put this in a very respectful way, without shaming anybody, without dragging anybody. Without being a hypocrite, because I'm not a hypocrite. But I'm a person that believes in speaking my truth, my opinion, this and then the third. I said this yesterday on my video, and I'm gonna say it on this live. First and foremost, like what Billy Porter said allegedly in a response to Snoop Dogg, T.S. Madison said something in response of Snoop Dogg. Tasha K inserted her two nasty ass cents about T.S. Madison said about Snoop Dogg. And I'm gonna get into that in a little bit because Tasha K must not have learned what happens when you go after T.S. Madison. She's gonna end up getting read for fifth again. Because Cardi B allegedly sued her for $4 million. She still ain't learned to listen, apparently. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I'm just gonna go ahead and elaborate on this because I talked about it yesterday in my video. I'm gonna talk about this in this live, and I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say more on this today than I could in my video from yesterday. Billy Porter said allegedly in response to Snoop Dogg when he heard the news about the Disney movie and about the two women having a baby. And Snoop Dogg's grandson asked his grandpa, Papa Snoop, how can two women have a baby? How can a woman have a baby by another woman? Um, this the thing. A lot of y'all might not agree with me, and a lot of y'all might will agree with me. But I really have to say this. Billy Porter says that instead of worrying about the LGBTQ community, worry about your criminal records, and why you started campaigning for Trump and singing at the inauguration, this and then the third, which he did. And like I said, he contradicted himself when he made that video back in 2017. Said if you perform for Trump, vote for him, you're gonna be on Sam off of Ruckus, this and that and the third. I don't know if y'all remember, but he had that on the post on Instagram because I was following Snoop for a very long time. I don't follow him no more. Ever since then, I don't follow him. I don't do that because they really I did not know how to feel. And it's not because of the political thing. It's because of the action of it. You know what I'm saying? It kind of sidetracked a lot of us. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this. I just told y'all what Billy Porter allegedly said. He's a LGBTQ icon as well. And I added a little of my thing in there as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. Now, I will tell you this. As a person that is part of the LGBTQ community, I will say this. A lot of y'all might not agree with me, and it's understandable. I respect everybody's religion. I respect everybody. I love everybody. Let's just put it like this. If a child watches a movie like that in a theater or at home, or if a parent lets their child watch a film like that, and if they see questionable things like that, I really feel if they have questions, explain it to them. I understand that it might be a little too young for them to know, but the thing is, teach them young. Teach them young what that means. I might be wrong, but explain it to them in a way that is coded, that is not too extreme. But as they get older, to understand, let them do the research. I could be wrong, but I feel like a lot of people may say, why do they have that playing in these kid movies in the way? That's just going to confuse them. They don't need to be around that. Listen, whether if it's in these movies, TV shows, kid movies, this and that and the third, I'm not trying to put this on everything, but too much like what we watching now, things that things now that be coming on these TVs that be streaming these TV shows, it's gonna have some LGBTQ scenes in it. Whatever movie you watch, whatever TV show you watch these days, this is 2025. You're gonna have a LGBTQ character and characters in a movie, in the TV shows. And guess what? Those characters in those shows, they're gonna have kids. Do you think those kids feel offended by that in them shows? When you watch a show, whether they have two mamas, two daddies, this and that and the third, you think those kids feel some type of way when they're in those shows? No. I know it's acting, but you can see the love that they have for their parents. Yes, they're gonna have questions, but I feel like this. In reality, I feel like it's up to the parents where they want to talk to their child about the situation that we're talking about now, about the LGBTQ. If they have a question, where do babies come from? If they have a question, how can a woman have a baby with another woman? How can this and then the third regarding the LGBTQ community? I feel like this. It is up to the parents if they want their child to know. But as they get older, they're gonna get curious. Like now, kids get curious. When they get older, kids get curious. If they get old enough, they know how to use the internet. They're gonna look it up. But I will say this: for Snoop to say he's scared to go to the movies, does this has to be in kids' movies? Honestly, let me be honest with you now. We cannot control what be in kid movies. We can't control what be in grown-up movies, but whatever you watch these days is gonna have LGBTQ scenes in it. And I know some of y'all is very religious. Some of y'all read the Bible 24/7, go to church every Sunday, and then back sinning Monday through Saturday. Think about it. You cannot control what's in these movies. So my opinion and my fact with that is this. We can't control what comes in these movies. We can't control what's in these movies. We can't control the scenes. We can't control the plots. If we ain't over it, we can't do anything about it. Cause these days in these shows, these days in reality, you have same-sex couples in TV shows that have kids, that have a family. There are family. I'm not projecting this on anybody, kids, anything. No, I'm not saying force that on your children. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if they have a question and if they curious and if they old enough to understand, teach them. I'm not saying go all the way into detail, but explain it to them in a way where they can understand and in a way that they can learn about what it is. Like everything else that people that have questions about where do babies come from, how babies made, this and then the third, and everything else. I'm just saying, is I'm making sense? Is I'm making sense? If anybody's in here, is I'm making sense without trying to comfort anybody or drag anybody? Because that's just my opinion. Because I don't know, but that's just how I see it. Like I said, a lot of y'all might not agree with me. A lot of y'all might not. But wherever you go nowadays, you're gonna see LGBTQ. You're gonna see it in shows, you're gonna see it in movies, you're gonna see it in documentaries, you're gonna see it in cartoons. Ain't nothing we can do about that because hey, being part of the LGBTQ community is what we is. That is a big population. So what do you guys think? Is I'm right? Is I'm wrong? What? But I will say this: I agree with I agree with Billy Porter on this, and I will say this: y'all worried about the LGBTQ community. Y'all focused on the gay community so much. Y'all not focused on what really is important, what really matters. Y'all focused on the gay community and the LGBTQ community. Y'all not focused on the real problems. Y'all not focused on the issues that black and brown peoples are still facing. Y'all not talking about sex trafficking, drug trafficking, and this and that and the third. All these crimes and all these numbers, populations that's being raised and everything. These policemen still harassing black and brown men and women. Y'all don't want to talk about that, but when it's LGBTQ community, y'all want to think it's the worst thing in the world. Sex trafficking, drug trafficking, unaliving by policemen, us getting harmed in our own community. We can't even be in our own safe space without getting harmed, without getting messed with. But soon as it comes to the LGBTQ community, y'all want to speak up on something that y'all don't know anything about, that y'all ain't even done y'all study on. Leave our community alone and focus on what's really important. Worry about your records, worry about your history, worry about what you got going on. I understand you are concerned about your children, them knowing about the LGBTQ community. I understand that. But I'm saying if they have a question about that or anything, and if they're old enough to understand, explain it to them. But explain it to them in a way that they can understand. You know, I'm just being honest. So, with all due respect, Snoop Dogg, when he basically contradicted himself, saying that he wasn't gonna vote for Trump, perform for Trump, or anybody that performing him, Uncle Sam, Uncle Ruggles, when he said that back in 2017 or whatever he said that, and when he actually performed at the inauguration, he was his own DJ, him and Nelly and Rick Ross and whoever there were there. That basically told me everything that I need to know. But let's not forget, Snoop Dogg has made another response. Let me see, can I find it? Let me see, can I find it? How I'm doing, y'all? How I'm doing? After this live, I'm definitely gonna take a vacation off of YouTube for about one day or two, maybe three, maybe come back Monday. Uh, Let me see. Oh Lord. Okay. Let me see. Can I find it? See, can I find it? Okay, let me see. I'm trying to find it, y'all. I think it was on his Instagram or Twitter. And it says he responds to the black. I'm trying to find it. I'm telling you, I'm kidding. Okay, that's the wrong. That's the wrong thing. Hold on. Okay, I can't seem to find it now. But I will say this though. I will say this. Snoop Dogg said that I guess when the heat got too hot on him, he said that he has gay friends, this and then the third, and another response that he made. I couldn't find it, but that's what I saw yesterday. But now we finna talk about Tasha K. Tasha K had something to say about when T.S. Madison responded to Snoop Dogg via TMZ when she responded. Let me see, can I find it? 'Cause I saw it this morning. Let me see. Tasha K said something. I saw it on her Instagram. It was on Instagram. Let me see what she said. Okay. Let me see what this says. It says, I always stand by this that the sisters hated Tracy because she never changed or acted. Hollywood, that infamous Snapper episode when Tracy Snap broke my heart because Tamar was so nasty towards her. Yes, I've noticed that. And even though I didn't watch Braxton Family Values or their reality show, but I always kept up with the news. So thank you so much. I agree. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that I am I'm hoping that I'm putting everything that there is to put regarding that. Let me see if I can find this thing because I'm not giving up till I find it. I'm gonna try to include everything that I can. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second, okay? Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me go back to this camera right here. I'll be right back, okay? Let me see. What I do? Let me see here. That's that. Let me see. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me cut this what is here? What is here? Um Hey Vegan Kings, how you doing? Welcome to the live. Welcome. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Let me see. Can I find this post for y'all? I post been on here for about an hour. Hold on. Let me see. That's good. That's good. I'm glad you're doing good. Welcome to the live. I'm glad you're doing wonderful. It's good to see you. I saw a post. I saw one of your posts of you dancing. You were somewhere. You were dancing. I saw it earlier this morning. But I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're doing good. Thank you so much for coming in. All right. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Can I? Yeah. I'm see. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna see. Can I find this post? What Tasha K said. Let's see what she said. She might have took it down. Let me see here. Let me see. Let me see. It's so much. Okay, here you go. Right here. Here you go. Right here. Says now when Snoop Dogg clapped back at T.S. Madison, man. Uh-huh. Okay. I found it. Yes. Yes, I saw you dancing. I saw you. You was getting down. You was getting down. You was getting down. You was getting down. But I found the post that I found the post, y'all, that I found the post that Tasha K was that she made. She was like, when Snoop Dogg claps back at T.S. Madison, man to hold on. I don't feel right. I don't feel right reading that and saying that because I think that's very disrespectful. And I'm part of that community. I'm part of a community. I'm part of the LGBTQ community, and I'm not going to call T.S. Madison something that she is not because she's an advocate. She's a trailblazer. I'm just going to say this because as a content curator, as a small YouTuber, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I'm not going to read that, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to say Tasha K says some really bad, inappropriate, racist things. And she misgendered. I'm going to say this respectfully. She misgendered T.S. Madison. If you know, you know. Go on Tasha K's Instagram and you will see exactly what I talk about. You'll see a picture of T.S. Madison and you'll see a picture of Snoop Dogg on side to side. Read that caption that Tasha K has at the bottom of that photo. And you will see exactly what I talking about. I'm not gonna read that, Because no, because that's disrespectful. That's offensive. That is offensive not only towards the LGBTQ community, but that is offensive towards T.S. Madison. That is offensive towards every transgender woman and anyone that is transgender. That is offensive to every transgender woman out there of how she said it. She did not have to directly say it as one. When you say it about one person who is of transgender, you basically talking about all of transgender women. And she basically saying hate speech. That is hate speech. Is I'm right? Is I'm wrong? Because I was raised to love everyone. Tasha K really have not learned her lesson when T.S. Madison read her for fifth the first time. And Tasha K has not learned when she was sued by Cardi B for that $4 million. Has she paid her? Has she run Cardi her money? Has she run her money? Has she? We don't know yet. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. I'm gonna say on that before I get to this next one. Um, I'm gonna go on and say this little quick thing about Cardi B and her in her topic, and then I'm gonna go on to the last topic because I feel like I'm putting out a lot. I feel like I'm doing so much good. I feel so much confident, full of love, all that. You know what I'm saying? I love it. I love it. I love it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on this topic with Cardi B, and I discussed this yesterday, and I was like, she was in court about some incident that happened in 2018 about the security guard basically having her phone out and pointing it at Cardi B's chest. And the security guard was like, "It's Cardi B, it's Cardi B, it's Cardi B, Cardi B's here, Cardi B's here." And it went left when the security guard kept taking pictures of Cardi B's chest, like she had the camera on her chest, and Cardi B was like, allegedly, "What the f you doing? What the f you doing? Don't do that. That's disrespectful. Don't do that. What the f you doing?" And Cardi B was basically telling it, and the way she was telling it, that basically tells you. I believe Cardi B is telling the truth. I don't think she's spreading a lie. I don't think she'll make up something like this. Like I said, allegedly, I could be wrong. But I don't think Cardi B would make up something like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm just gonna say this, and I'm gonna go over to the last topic that I'm going to discuss. And whatever that I left out, I will include it in the next video if that's okay with y'all. Because I did this last. So I'm going to say this, even as celebrities get harassed, celebrities have to go through fans stalking them, this and that and the third. You think regular people's have it hard? Celebrities have it hard too when they're in the public eye, when the paparazzi is on them 24/7. And when you have crazed fans out here, they don't know how to control themselves. They don't know how to control themselves. That don't even know what privacy is. Because if you don't know, there has been a couple of celebrities that was unalived by what about it? That was unalived by fans. You got John Lennon. You got that Rebecca girl that played in that show in the 80s. And you have so many more. You got Yolanda Saldivar, who did that to, Selena. There wasn't her friend, the friend, her president. I think she was a fan too. She was outraged. She didn't have to do what she did. So that was just crazy. So yeah, celebrities go through it too, and I stands with Cardi. I love her. Cardi B, I don't listen to all her songs. I'm selective of what songs to hers I listen to because I'm not into too much of many artists' musics. I listen to people's that I know pretty much off the bat. I know Cardi, but I'm very selective of the songs of hers I like. She's a wonderful artist, don't get it wrong, but I'm very selective of, the artistry of it. So that's what I'm gonna say on that. I'm hoping everything works out for Cardi B. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about this last topic, and that would be my live for today. Is that okay with y'all? That will be my live for today in today's episode of DDTS, episode 578. So we're going to talk about in a little lot in oh yeah, Lil Nas update. Lil Nas, I'm thinking he's currently in jail still, and he has done an interview. I don't know. I don't know. Is this a video stunt or what? I really don't know. But I will say this. I'm hoping for healing and I'm hoping that everything works out for him and that he is released and that he gets the help that he needs because Hollywood and being in the music industry can really, 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 really take a lot on a person if they can't handle the fame down the line. I'm just want to say that. But he has been like I said, he was found not guilty on 4 felonies. So I guess the process is if he's not released, when is he's going to get released? Pictures have been showing that he is still in jail. So that's the update I have. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and get into this last topic, and then that will be the end of this live. Gloria Gaynor, the woman that sings I Will Survive, the gay national anthem in the late 70s, early 1980s. It is alleged that she donated. Hold on, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up because I want to get it right now. I want to get it right. I don't want y'all jumping down my neck saying, what DeAndre talking about? What is he talking about? Put it up now. All right, let me see what I got here. Gloria Gaynor. Okay, I got it right here, y'all. This is what I was trying to say yesterday in the video, but I didn't get to include it. It says Gloria Gaynor revealed as MAGA donor after being picked up by Trump for Kennedy Center honor. I don't know what that means, but that's what I was trying to say yesterday. Disco icon Gloria Gaynor has been revealed as major MAGA donor following her surprise selection by Donald Trump. Oh, that's what it was. So he handpicked her for the donor, and I think that's when she donated the 22,000 or 22 million or whatever how much it was. The 81-year-old single, whose best known hit, I Will Survive, is considered an LGBTQ anthem, was among a handful of stage, screen, and music legends confirmed by Trump. To be honored at this year's ceremony, it was intentionally unknown that what Gaynor's connection to the president and whether she would accept the honor. However, The two-time Grammy winner has now confirmed she will indeed be accepting the award. My hope is that in accepting this honor, I can continue with the inspirational phenom that began with "I Will Survive," she said. Um, Sharing my music and art of global level to provide the encouragement, hope, empowerment, inspiration, understanding, and unity is the core of my purpose. It's also uncovered that Gaynor donated nearly 22,000 to right-wing candidates and conservative organizations since 2023. Boom, 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 boom. So she's been donating since 2023, and it is said that it is said allegedly, just like in the article, she says that she will indeed be taking the award. I might have it wrong, but the question is, does that make her MAGA? I had to think about that. I had to think about that. But does that make her MAGA? And if she was handpicked, I really don't know how to explain it. I know I talked about that in the video. I'm just gonna say this, I might be wrong. To me, if you're gonna take that award and do this and that and the third by a person and the individual that does not care about this country, that does not care about Americans, that does not care about anything, what's important, but to take all the rights away, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. You know, I'm just blindsided pretty much because I did not know all this had happened. If I hadn't have found out about this article, hold on one second, y'all. Hold on one second. One second, y'all. One second. One second. One second. One second. One second. One second, y'all. One second. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Can y'all see me? Wait a minute. Oh, my bad. I ain't got the camera on. I was wondering what was going on. I didn't have my camera on. Oh my god. Okay, okay. So yeah, so basically she has been donating since 2023, but it says here that she donated 22,000. So does that mean she's MAGA? I did not include this in my video. This was before I knew all of this today. But I feel like this is my opinion, and I'm gonna stand with it. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But again, I'm gonna say this like I said in my video. I couldn't have done that. I couldn't have done it because basically she basically made one of the most popular, one biggest songs of the nation regarding the LGBTQ, and that's the national anthem, I Will Survive. She made that song for peoples of the LGBTQ community, and that stands with the message that being in the LGBTQ community, the gay community, that basically says we will survive. It doesn't matter how many times people try to run us over, try to get us out of here, trying to do this and do that, harm us. We're going to survive and we're still here. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how to put it into words. That song was legendary. That song was legendary. That song is legendary. And to find out one of the biggest peoples in the industry, in the Hollywood world, to be in that situation. But like I say, I'm gonna say this. She probably didn't know she was being picked. Like I said, she might not have knew she was being picked. We don't know. But it's like at the same time, it's like, wow, what is there to expect now? You know what I'm saying? And to say, and then the fact is, she says she's gonna take the award. That's like a boom. That's like a kick in the face. It's like, wow, really? We're really doing this. So yeah. But what do you guys think of this topic? Let me ask y'all before I leave, because this is the last topic. What do you guys think of the topics that we discussed today? Before we leave, if anybody that's still in here, how did I do today? How did I do on discussing these topics? Was I very informative? Was I very open? Was I very transparent? Like, how was I? Should I do this again? Because having this laptop and me able to elaborate on this basically helped me stay on point and key. So how did I do? Because I'm about to grid and shut it down. I really enjoyed this so much. This coffee and got cold. Okay. Well, put it in the comments what you guys think of this episode. So I'm gonna say thank y'all, and I'm gonna end it right here. I'm gonna say thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my channel. And I really want to say thank each and every one of y'all for coming in, for the love, for the support and everything. And if no one has anything to say, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode right here. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna be back on live, but I'm gonna try to do it more regularly and everything. I really want to say thank y'all so much, and I will be back with another video soon as possible. Um, Probably after today, I might not be posting for a while. You know, at least okay, sure. Okay, Elijah Jones says, I respect Snoop as an artist and legend, but his actions with performing for Trump, and he should have worded his statement a little bit better. I agree. I agree. It seems like to me, when peoples that we analyze and peoples that are very popular in the Hollywood community, And in the music community, it's like we get blindsided by their actions. Like we never know that they will scoop this low or go down this far and to do things like this, respectfully. So I agree with you. I agree. I agree. But that's gonna be my live for today, y'all. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all on the next episode of DDTS. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you from the SIP. Thank you, Liza Jones. Thank you, Vegan King. Thank you, panel. Thank you, chat, for all that have came in. And if you did not come in and wasn't able to come in at this very time, that's totally fine. I will have the replay. You can watch the replay and you can comment, watch all that you want. And I will be back live sometime. I don't know when, but I think after today, I'm gonna take a couple of days off from YouTube and just chill and enjoy myself and just see what else is out there and do some more research and everything. But I really want to say I love y'all. And I will see y'all on the next episode of DDTS. Have coffee with me and I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Bye bye.